Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 20 of the Make It Rain podcast. 3 games for your Ontario Reign this week. Let's bring it down to you right here, right about now. Go.
Right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 20 of the Make It Rain podcast alongside Mayor's very own Anthony Collazo. I'm Joe O'Regan. You can say what's up to him like that. Whoop, 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 whoop. How you doing? Yep. All right. Hey, hold the applause. Hold the applause, guys. Hold the applause. All right. Yeah. Woohoo. Mr. Collazo, we have to address something. Actually, no, we're going to address it later in the pod. But how are we doing first?
Joe, everyone watching the pod, I'm good. And chances are you are too. We're from the Saturday night, right after the Rain beat the Condors for the second straight night.
You said that wrong.
Vibes are high, man. Vibes are high.
You said that wrong. After they beat the Condors.
Condors of Kern County.
Condors! Do I sound like the Condors PA announcer? Maybe I do.
Hey.
My poor
you got
vocal,
it, man.
You got it. My poor vocal cords. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 20 of the Make It Rain podcast. This is your pipeline for all things Los Angeles Kings prospect related. I have not said that in a long time. Let's break into the Zamboni Cleaning. My goodness, there was a lot that happened. First of all, Joe Hicketts on an emergency basis received a call-up to the Los Angeles Kings. I am going to guess this is probably for the injury that went down to Mikey Anderson.
Yeah.
In which I am more than likely correct. He became the 7th defenseman as Tuna stepped into that 6th defenseman role, Mr. Jacob Moverari. With that corresponding move, Kenny Connors has been sent back down to the Ontario Reign.
Lovely.
Yeah, business as usual. And Jack Millar, ladies and gentlemen, he is flipping back. He has missed 31 games. The last time he played was in Calgary on November 8th. Coincidentally, that is also the same game that Eric Portillo got hurt.
Yeah, I guess never go back to Calgary, right?
But they're not going back this year. Unless Calgary somehow makes the playoffs.
I mean, Jack Millar, man. I almost missed him on the lineups when it was put out, and man, you almost forget how good he actually is. Last season, when he was paired up with Booth for most of the season, Millar was awesome, man. I mean, he's Mr. Consistency. He's everything you want in sort of a defenseman. He just does not make mistakes. And there was a little bit of noise last year as far as him getting called up to the Kings. So having him back is a huge deal. I mean, it really is. You can't really understate it enough how important he is. He's not going to be on the score sheet often, but he's important back there.
Oh, yeah, he's very important back there. And I hope you guys, and by you guys, I mean Reign fans, realize that when he is on the ice with Joe Hicketts as of right now. I mean, you and I both want him to be with Angus Booth as it was last year, because that was just the ultimate shutdown pair for the Ontario Reign. However, new personnel calls for new situations, in which we kind of need to understand that.
You're recording, right, Joe?
Oh, and I have lost your audio. All right, keep going.
All right, I guess I'll take over for a little bit. You can keep rolling, Julia. It'll be okay. Yeah, so Jack Millar is back. He's back. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if they heard it. I mean, hopefully not. You're recording, so I think we'll be okay. Yep. But on my thing, you said something and it said it like 4 times. It was like da 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 da. I was like, what the heck?
Yep. And here we
Jack
are.
Millar is back, and yeah, awesome for the Reign. You know, it couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh gosh, kid you not,
Andrew
right?
Lord and company.
Yep. The Ontario Reign look to avoid their first 3-game losing streak of the season, and they have to play the Tucson Roadrunners, a team that they have not played since opening night. We'll cover that to you right after this ad read from Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready? Gowdy Law is here to help specialize in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money and time to probate when you pass away. Just like on the ice, preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Please visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future, get estate planning pricing, and a free consultation right on their website. It's that simple. The price is right on their website. County Law, make estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. As always, the link's in the description, or you can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Go. Midweek matchup, the Reign look to avoid their first 3-game losing streak of the year.
Yes. Death taxes and midweek matchups in the Inland Empire as the Ontario Reign look to avoid losing 3 in a row for the first time all season. In the first, a nice dangle and a nice shot from Dotes? Yes, it's Jacoby Doty making it 1-0 Ontario early in the first. Midway through, why is everything chrome? Because Martin Chromiak is the future. A weird bounce from the corner that gives Chromie essentially a wide open net. It's 2-0 Reign. Oh my God, and they aren't done yet. 8 seconds later, it's 3-0 in the first, courtesy of a one-timer from Glenn Godden. On the day Artemi Panarin becomes a Los Angeles King, former Ranger Kevin Rooney scores kind of a fluke goal for Tucson. It's 3-1, and that's the only fun they would have, as it's a 1 and a 2. I wanna jam it with you.
Yep.
Followed by Francesco Pinelli. It's all Ontario against a team who probably needs to rebrand. Sorry, Yotes. 5-1 is your final. I don't know what happened there. I had an aneurysm for most of that read. Wow. I mean, a 5-1 win for the Reign. And honestly, it was a game that they really didn't look all that good in for most of it.
Not at all. Not at all in any way, shape, or form. The Ontario Reign were playing a very sloppy brand of hockey, at least in this game. But you know what? Sometimes you need ugly wins in the American Hockey League. I mean, just look at their first period. Their second goal from Martin Chromiak was a puck thrown in deep that hits a stanchion, goes right to him, and misses a Tucson defender. And Jackson Stauber, Rob Stauber's kid, by the way, is lost. And then 8 seconds later, before I could even finish this sentence, it's Andre Lee and Glenn Godden streaking down in a 2-on-1. Godden goes across the grain. And next thing you know, we got Cam McGuire over here sounding like Jack Buck in 1985. Go crazy, folks.
Go crazy.
Unbelievable, man. And then I missed the first goal. Jacob Doty. Robbie Russo, what are you doing, brother? Yeah, no, you're not leaving. You're not leaving the AHL after that one.
Dude, I kid you not. I thought it was Jerry Wright for a second. I was like, oh, that was nice. And then I saw him turn around. It was Doty. I was like, what in the world? Where did that come from?
Yeah. I wasn't even watching the game. I was listening to it on the Ontario Reign Radio Network. And
what were you doing?
Driving home. And Jacob Doty scored. And I'm like, yo, it's Doty. Hell yeah. You know it's a good night when Jacob Doty scores a goal. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. It's always great to be alive. It's always great to be above ground. But when Jacob Doty scores, you're on cloud 9, brother. And then you get to Atu Yamson, shocker, snipe, and Frankie, snipe. Game over.
Yeah, and going back to what I said, it was all Reign in a game that really wasn't all that clean. And just to further prove that point, I mean, on one of the first shifts of the game, Jacob Dvorak is on the back check. I forgot who had the puck. And he just completely fell over himself.
Cameron Hebig, I believe, had the puck.
So it was Hebig, and Dvorak falls on the back check. Grade A chance right away for Tucson. Copley bails him out.
Yep. Shocker.
And that was just kind of, I guess, what the game was throughout this entire contest. You know, now 2 goals in 8 seconds from Chromiak and Godden. That was nice, and that's just kind of how the Reign season has been going, right? I mean, just feel good vibes, stuff like that's been happening all season. You know, I mean, when was the last time that happened? In all reality,
what 2 goals in 8 seconds?
2 goals in 8 seconds.
Oh, it hasn't happened in a while. I know that much.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time.
Yeah, I can't think of one either. And I've been a Reign fan for a lot longer than you have. So, I mean,
the only thing that can come close that I think is either Hellenius's 2 goals on
that was in 45 seconds, and then you have
the
Godden and Lee.
Like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's the only thing
I can think of.
Yeah, and I can't think of anything else. I mean, unless you want to count Cole Gutman scoring 18 seconds into a game.
There's gotta be someone watching who knows. There's gotta be. If you know, comment down below or send us a message.
Dylan Hickross, let me know.
Yeah, there's gotta be someone.
To cover into that shot in the first period, hold on here. I'm gonna try to find it. Who? Okay, it was Kevin Rooney.
Who what?
Who was on that breakaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Ontario Reign. Where was I at? My bad. Oh, here we go. The Ontario Reign have lost 2 games in a row coming into this point. Obviously, nobody remembers that anymore because of recency bias in this week. But Martin Chromiak, in a press conference, goes with the top-notch confidence answer in, we knew we weren't losing 3 straight when we walked in here tonight. I mean, the Reign have a winning habit. They always say 1's a mistake, 2's a pattern, 3's a habit. The Reign just have a pattern of losing at times. They have a habit of winning, and they are really putting it on display right now.
Yeah, when I was in that post game, and I was like, obviously where I usually am, like left side of the camera, right side of the player.
That's where I was at on Friday.
There you go. I kind of gave a little bit of a smirk because that's a comment that just doesn't come from Chromiak, and he said it still in like a ginger way, but yeah, he just looked straight at Cam and said, "We knew we weren't going to lose 3 straight. You know, we're not a team." I think the exact quote was something along the lines of, "We know we're a team that doesn't lose 3 straight." And I was like, "Dang right, man." That was
that's my player.
that's like an all-time quote for the season, man. I mean, yeah, the fact that they have not been able, or they have been able to stay off a 3-game losing streak this season is truly unbelievable. And then
I love how we just throw this out now, and you watch, give it 2 weeks, and they'll probably end up losing 3 straight. And that comment's not going to be looking too good.
I mean, still though, the fact that we are 45 games in, 46 games in, something along those lines.
46 games into the season. The Reign have been on a winning streak for literally half the season, 23 games.
Yeah, so like that's another thing. It's not the fact that they haven't gone on a 3-game losing streak, which is impressive on its own. It's the fact that they have been able to do that and also be able to consistently go on win streaks, which we'll talk about later in the episode, man. So they're on a roll. Well, at this point, they're not on a roll. They've only won 1 straight, which obviously doesn't count for anything.
Nope.
And that leads us into game 2 with a little bit of context.
Yep. That does leave you a little bit of context. So first of all, I'm going to address the standings going into this weekend. The Reign have a home-and-home series now against the Bakersfield Condors. Colorado and Ontario have been in an absolute dogfight for first place. But you go to look at the standings, where am I at? The Bakersfield Condors were 3 points separated from Colorado and Ontario. Ontario and Colorado at 60 points. Bakersfield was at 57 points heading into this game right here at Mechanics Bank Arena. Yes, Dignity Health Arena. I don't know why I just said the other arena name. Just roll the dang intro, whatever. Give me my theme music. No fog. Looks like Bakersfield's open for business. If you don't know, the 99 got shut down for a 50-car pileup last week. In the first, the RoboCop, same thing, gets the Condors ahead on a 6-shot through traffic. It's 1-0 in the middle frame. Go ahead, stop rapping, because Jammer has top-notch bars. He redirects one into the top shelf of the net, and it's tied up. And a little later on, pinball. It's a goal. Count it. Last off of Ontario's Cole Gutman, and redirects off of Josh Brown of the Condors. 2-1 Reign. In the final frame, it's not personal, Tompkins. It's strictly business. The Godfather makes it 3-1. Check your glove. Matt Tompkins now to the bench. James Hamblin, that short king, makes it a 1-goal game on that H line. And then Jared Wright. We go to Jared. Empty netter. Should seal it. Right? Maybe? No. Vilhami Marhala makes it a 1-goal game. We good? Yes, we are good. Rain win the week. 4-3 the final. When they say hockey is not for the faint of heart, they should show you this game.
Hey,
For either team.
Talk about Colin Chalk, the head coach of the Bakersfield Condors. I believe
Absolutely.
he pulled the goalie with like 4 minutes left when they were down by 2.
Something down that line.
Yeah, he pulled him. He played aggressive, and I low-key respected it, and it worked, right?
Yeah,
They made
nearly
it.
did.
Yeah, they made it 3-2, and then Wright made it 4-2, which we'll talk about Wright in a second. That empty net goal was impressive in itself. People aren't really talking about it. And then it was 4-3, and then Rain were able to hold on and get the win.
Yep, they held them. Barely. I want to address the Bakersfield Condors really quick, though. So coming into tonight's game, Bakersfield had won 8 of their last 9 at home, including the prior game, which they beat the Wranglers 3-2 in overtime. The 2 goals the Wranglers scored were both own goals redirected off of Condors players. So now that I bring that context in, Josh Brown, with that own goal in the second period, legit lost the Condors the game. I hate to bring up one point, but it's valid to look at it that way. And the Condors have gathered points in 13 of their last 15 games.
And keep going.
Which is just mad impressive as a whole. Now I want to address the line here. That first line of Isaac Howard, James Hamblin, and Quinn Hudson is the most dynamic line in the AHL Pacific Division. And I'm going to tell you why here. Quinn Hudson and Isaac Howard are both fast, that could shoot, and they both can play make. James Hamblin's just there for the ride, it almost feels like. And all 3 of them have been tearing it up on the score sheet as of late. James Hamblin scored his 14th goal. Quinn Hudson got his 19th assist. Isaac Howard got his 17th assist on this. James Hamblin has 26 points in 39 games. Isaac Howard has how many points? Let's see. 30 points in 22 games. Yep, we're just making this look even better. And Quinn Hudson leads all rookies in the AHL in points. He has 43 points in 41 games. Isaac Howard, Quinn Hudson are both point-per-game players. James Hamblin is a vet who knows what he's doing. That is the most dynamic line in the American Hockey League, at least in the Pacific Division.
Yeah, and there is a reason why Bakersfield kind of crept up on us in the standings. And
another
before
thing,
this game, like Joe said, Bakersfield 57 points, Ontario and Colorado 60. Could you imagine the standings right now?
And Bakersfield won both these games?
Well, not even just both. If you take away game 3, we'll talk about that in a little bit, where if the Condors won in regulation in this game, that's said.
Yep.
And Colorado ended up losing to Chicago in overtime, so they got a point. It would have been Colorado 61, Ontario 60, Bakersfield 59.
Yep.
Imagine what that would have looked like, and then in game 3, whatever happened, and what that would look like going into the All-Star break.
Yeah. No.
It would have been a lot different, man.
Yep.
These
it would
two
have
games were important.
Yes. These 2 games were extremely important, like for us too. We looked at the schedule coming up this week and we're thinking, they got the Condors twice. They need to win both of these games. And that, well, the Reign have at least done half of the job. I'm trying to roll through the podcast without getting into the following game. So give me a break.
Have you touched on the second period in this game?
I was about to get to that. The Ontario Reign set a season high, or tie a season high, with 18 shots in a period in the second period. I brought up to Collazo, the Reign have registered 40 shots in a game that many times this year. It was 45 shots in San Diego. They were 26 through 2 periods this game. And I, for a second, thought, you know what? By the way this team's playing, they are about to drop 40 shots on this team's face. They then proceeded to put up a very nice 3 shots in the third period to end with 29. I mean, come on now. You're just letting them. You're just trying to let them back in the game per se. However, to cover the first 40 minutes, Andrew Lord prides himself and his team extremely on a game of grade A chances over volume. That exactly. And the Reign put up 35, 40 shots so much last year that I don't even know how many games it was. This game, it looked like they were right down that road. It looked like last year's team. Shots from the half wall just being thrown up at Matt Tompkins. Yep, that'll increase the save percentage. It's free money.
Yeah. Especially in that second period where they had 18 shots on there, which was tied for a season high. And then speaking of Tompkins, man, he had a really nice game. Despite all those like half wall shots, like you said, that were kind of easy.
Yeah,
he still had a really nice
yes.
game. He still had a lot of great chances, especially in that second period.
Absolutely.
And he really stood on his head for a time being in that game. Really kept the Condors in this one. And then you said that Lord and his team prides himself on or prides themselves on grade A chances over volume of shots. Well, I would also argue that he prides himself on making mid-game adjustments.
Yep.
And he did just that in this game. And man, Lord, I mean, his stock has to be so high right now among NHL franchises, man, because I mean, he pushes literally all the right buttons at the right time. At the start of the third, Glenn Godden and Kenny Connors pretty much just make a switch. And almost immediately that line scores, the Godden line I'm talking about.
With Alexandrov and Gutman. All three players literally get in on the fun.
Yeah, wait, man. So
incorrect. Alexandrov didn't. Jack Millar got the secondary assist. Excuse me. Go ahead.
There you go. Yeah. So, man, dude, I mean, Lord, he has really impressed a lot of people within the organization, and just outside of orgs as well. I mean, I'm assuming he has really been something else, man. And like we used to talk about last year too, Marco Sturm, like his mid-game adjustments and his decisions sometimes weren't great.
Weren't the cleanest. At the time, it almost felt like if he made an adjustment, it was too late. Or if he didn't make an adjustment, we would be looking at like, dang, man, we're just kicking ourselves at this rate.
Yeah.
Coach Andrew Lord, legit, is just, I mean, he's like the captain of the freaking jet right now. Like, you got a plane in front of you. All right. We're going to go that way. And then we're going to go back. We have to get to the top of descent now. All right. Speed this baby up. It almost, I just used all aviation terms for you. Oh, we got to go around and do something again because something's not sticking right for us. Okay, we're going to do that. And guess what? It works the next game. So for whatever it is for Coach Andrew Lord, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what goes on in his head. I don't have anywhere near the hockey IQ that he has. But my gosh, does it work?
Yeah, and a perfect example of this, without spoiling too much, in Game 3, there were 5 lefties on power play 2. He saw it wasn't working, which it really wasn't good all game. I don't know what that was. But either way, the last shift, guess who's out there? It's the guy who was very special in this next game, right? On that power play 2 unit, and then he moved up Andre Lee from that unit, from power play 2 to power play 1, right? So he's making these adjustments on the fly, and it works, man. It really does work.
Yep. We say on the fly, but his moves have been so sophisticated that it works.
Yeah, one last thing to touch on, because I don't think we're going to talk about him too much later.
Yeah.
Matthew Gamson has really been impressive as of late.
Absolutely. His 4th goal in his last 6 games, 11 points in his last 16. And this man's starting to turn a corner, really, here. He looks really good right now.
Yeah, the Finland native, 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points now on the season. And this is considering like his fairly slow middle of the season where, man, he was pointless forever. It felt like.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like during the holiday season. And hey, man, I mean, Gamson, it's easy to forget. And like a lot of people don't remember this for some reason, but I do. my boss does, John Hoven at Mayor's Manor. Atu Yamson, before the season started last year,
Everyone was raving on this guy.
yeah, he was like this dark horse. Hey man, this kid Yamson. I mean, if he puts together a good season, he's going to be with the Kings in no time. So he was someone who everyone looked at like that, especially within the organization.
And then he played, and I don't know, Jim.
And then he really
he's
wasn't
back.
that good. And you asked him this question in the post game. He bulked up this year. I believe he gained about 40 pounds over the offseason. At least that's what it says on paper.
I would be hard pressed to agree with that, but
no, yeah, that's
go on.
Exactly. And I think one of the biggest reasons why he's playing well right now is that he's simply just not getting
Staying on
bodied off
pucks.
the puck. Yeah, he's simply, when he gets hit, he's not flying. Which last year, if you remember, he was flying off pucks. He was getting injured once a freaking period. And this year, and this year that's not happening, and he's being rewarded for it right now for sure.
Yeah, and that's the difference in the European and North American style of hockey. And with him, that was the biggest attributing factor, because in Finland, you are, the physicality is not anywhere near at the level as it is here. And then now, even from the defensive side of things, you see Atu Yamson start to go in and finish checks, something you've never seen from him, it feels like, until this year.
Yeah.
And one more thing to bring up in this game. Yeah, the Ontario Reign did win this game 4-3. Spoiler, they won the next game 4-3 too. And the one thing to attribute to this, the Bakersfield Condors in the third period were doing way too much. Pass. I mean, like, it's almost like, you know, like the reel you might get of your team on a power play when shoot, and I'm gonna shoot, pass. I'm gonna shoot, board pass. And then that resulted in their zone exits a few times. One of them ended up resulting in a picked off pass that led to Glenn Godden's goal. Bakersfield shot themselves in the foot. Do they do it again this coming game? Let's cover it right now.
It's time for round 2 against the boys from Baco, this time in the 909. First period, it starts with Riley Stillman, who, like the Tin Man, has no heart for the 9,000 plus people in attendance for breast cancer. Wow. He scores the first goal of the game, 1-0 Condors. 2 minutes later, a breakdown off the faceoff leads to a shorty from a short king. 5'9" James Hamblin makes it 2-0 Kern County. But have no fear, because Cole Gubman is here.
Another short king.
A power play goal. It's 2-1. Hold on, there's more in the first. Daniel Carfagna makes it 3-1 Baco. I hope I said that right. Definitely not. I botched that. Not a great period, but not the worst from the Reign. We'll talk about that a little bit later. From here on out, it's the Cohen Zemer show. 1 goal in the second, 2 goals in the third. It's a natural hat trick from Zemer. But we ain't sleeping tonight. Reign win, a feel-good win of all feel-good wins on Pink in the Rink Nights. 4-3, the final.
For the first time in Make It Rain podcast history, a Rain player scored a hat trick in a game. It is a miracle.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. I mean, when you really think about it, it's unbelievable. And we will talk about this a little bit later in a rain weather report. That shouldn't be a spoiler. That's just
it better not.
That's just what it is. So we'll try to talk about Cohen Zemer in this game without talking about Cohen Zemer too much. But hey, before Cohen Zemer, how about the real MVPs? 9,000 plus people, I believe. I mean, Cam McGuire said it was the biggest crowd of the season. I believe on the broadcast.
I don't think it was.
Because I think that it goes in order. Shoot, what was it? It was the law enforcement. First responders night.
First responders.
That was packed. That was like damn near a sellout, I'm pretty sure, right?
I'm pretty sure
Or
it was 10.
sellout?
I'm pretty sure it was 9,900 people.
Yeah, that
Literally
was
the max Toyota Arena can hold.
First responders, and now we'll probably go Teddy Bear Toss and then Pink in the Rink. But hey, large crowd on hand.
Huge
and they
crowd.
were awesome for all 60 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. And when you play in front of a crowd like that, obviously you think the players get an extra adrenaline rush. And, well, that adrenaline rush really landed on Cohen Zemer this game.
Oh, man.
You would think.
Tell me about it.
All right, let's just address this. This hat trick that Cohen Zimmer scored is the first Reign hat trick since Alex Turcotte. Yes. Third line center for the Kings. Alex Turcotte on April 20th, 2024. For the people counting at home, that is about 22 months or 658 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
It couldn't have happened to
A better person.
A better person. I mean, everybody is raving about this kid underneath in the post game. Lord, Wright, Zimmer, just overall a good guy, treats everyone well down there. And hey, man, he has had not a tough season, but it is so tough going from up, down, in the lineup, out of the lineup. And you can argue, and I've been arguing this, he should be probably in the lineup every single day. And Lord said it, he sometimes gets the raw end of the stick as far as playing time goes.
Yep.
Man, I mean, of all the close calls we had on hat tricks, whether it's Glenn Godden, whether it's Nikita Alexandrov, whether it's Martin Chromiak,
Or Andre Lee.
It's Cohen Zimmer. It's Cohen Zimmer. It's always been Cohen Zimmer, the fourth liner, the rookie, played junior hockey last year, the guy who sat the last 2 games this week, didn't play in the prior 2 games that we just talked about.
Gets penciled in.
Zimmer, who gets the hat trick for the first time since Alex Turcotte, man. Unbelievable.
I mean, when we look at Reign hat tricks, especially from 2 years ago, this was Collazo's first year. This actually, I think, was during your hockey news days.
Yeah.
Actually, it definitely was. You remember some of the players that scored a hat trick for the Reign that year?
I mean, I think Samer Fagimo had like 3 of them.
Well, Fagimo had 3 or 4 loaded, 43 goals. Steven Santini had a hat trick.
I did it. I forgot about that.
Like, we just need to remember that fact. Like, hat trick can come to anybody at any night, and it comes to probably one of the more unexpected forwards. I mean, the only one more unexpected at this rate is probably Logan Brown, at least for the people that were in the lineup that night.
It's just been so long, man.
Yeah.
It's been so long. I mean, there are so many new people within the organization, from social media.
Oh my gosh.
To broadcasters.
Yep.
We haven't had a hat trick since the Shaft and Shake days.
Yeah.
We have new social media, or one new social media person who has never seen a hat trick. Like new broadcasters, a new coach, a new head coach. It's been so long.
I mean, yeah, the only people that really stuck around were...
We weren't doing this podcast.
Yeah, we weren't.
People didn't know who you were, Joe.
People didn't know who you were either.
I mean, at least I was a part of media, though, like post game, and I'm still tweeting stuff out.
I was just the schmuck playing JUCO ball who was going to Reign games every so often.
You were still a fan. Now people recognize you in the arena. People recognize me in the arena more.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable,
and we owe it all to you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it a lot.
It's been so long since the last hat trick. It shouldn't be.
No.
It's crazy how long it's been.
I mean, I love how we're over here trying to make this about a heartfelt message. We need to remember the fact that it's been 658 days since the Ravens scored a hattie.
I wouldn't even say I'm trying to make it heartfelt. I'm trying to really emphasize how long it's been and how different the organization is from back then. I mean, again,
oh my gosh,
Shaft and Shake were the broadcasters, yo.
I mean, back when Todd McClellan was no, I'm just kidding. That Jim Hiller was head coach at the time. So, okay, let's get into the game now after this mini make it rant sesh. Not even a make it rant sesh, it's just make it yap at this rate. The Bakersfield Condors capitalized on pretty much every breakdown the Reign had in the first period. Their back check was borderline non-existent for all 3 of the goals. And I'm going to be completely honest, I think the Reign are lucky they got out of that period only being down 3-1.
Yeah, I mean... And again, overall, it wasn't a terrible period. I felt like after the first, I turned to Kyle of Hockey Royalty, Kyle Garcia. I told him, I'm like, they're gonna be fine. Like, they don't look that bad. They just made too many mistakes, and the Condors capitalized on every single one of them. And then I told you after the second period, I said they're gonna win this game.
Yep, you did. I can attest to that.
They never looked awful, because they have had some periods. They've had some games where they're not generating chances. They look sloppy, and it's okay. It's probably, you can tell it's probably not going to be their game, right? After that first period, I didn't feel that way. I felt like, okay, they made some mistakes. The Condors capitalized on every single one of them, which obviously doesn't really like happen all that often.
Yeah.
And I'm like 3-1 with this Reign team. They're
Anything can happen. It's the
They're gonna be
flipping
fine.
Ontario Reign.
They're gonna be fine. But I did say on Twitter that they gotta get the next goal. They have to get it, and they got
And
it
they
early
did.
on in the second period.
Thank
And
you,
I
Cohen
told
Zimmer.
Exactly. I told you
Garbage goal.
they're gonna win this game.
Garbage goal. Cleaning it up.
Greasy goal. A garbage goal is kind of like 5-1 game, and then a garbage.
Oh,
goal.
my bad.
A greaser.
Yeah, greasier than a pan of bacon. Delayed penalty. Connor Unger spread eagle in the nest in the crease, and the puck is pretty much jammed to his pad. No whistles blown. Cohen Zimmer dives right in and gets that goal. Then third period ties it up in front. Close your legs, Connor Unger. And then Cohen Zimmer, that sniper drop pass from Jared Wright. Hattie, Selly, have fun. Reign win. And okay, now we're going to get back to Andrew Lord when we were talking about him in game 1 of the series. Him pressing the right buttons. He starts this game with probably the weirdest line combination I've ever seen. Lee Brown Chromiak. What?
He's just messing around at this point.
I mean, the guy is just goofing off. Yeah, it feels like it. I mean, playoffs are going to come and he's actually going to lock in on the lineup sheet and it's going to be like, oh my gosh. It's God bless you. Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's got to rotate 15 forwards into a 12 forward lineup.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this earlier. 5 left-handed shooters on the power play 2 unit. He obviously made that adjustment later in the game where he put Cohen Zimmer on a power play 2. He moved Lee up to power play 1. But yeah, it just kind of goes back to Joe's point. What are we doing? It's just kind of like he's closing his eyes. It honestly feels like he's messing around. That's what it feels like. He's just kind of like, okay.
Do the mess around.
Yeah, he's like, okay, we won 2 in a row. We already took one in this mini series against the Condors. We can kind of like try some things out. That's what it feels like, man. But fair. This team, I mean, his structure, it really says a lot about the coach when it doesn't matter who you put and where. The team finds ways to win and they look good no matter what. And that always goes back to a coach's philosophy, right? And no matter who you put there, it's gonna work. And he's done a great job, man. I mean, hey, man, if Jim Hiller doesn't get this Kings team passed around one of the playoffs, I mean, we might only have 1 year of Andrew Lord down here.
Yeah, as crazy as it might be. And I mean, you could say Andrew Lord all you want, but then you've got these players here. I mean, you've got the mix of Zimmer, Wright. Starting to help me name some rookies here, please. Kirsanov, I guess. And then you've got vets. A bunch of
first and second year pros.
Yep. And then you've got vets like, well, I was going to say Taylor Ward, Jacob Doty. You've got Lee. You've got Chromiak. You've got, I mean, now you can technically say Pinelli. You've got Gaudin. You've got Gutman. It's nice to mix vets and the young pros together. And then after the game, in case you didn't see it on social media, Jacob Doty, I am hoping that was whipped cream because if it's shaving cream, that sucks. Doty pies Cohen Zimmer post interview gets the towel with the shaving cream.
It was shaving cream, yeah.
It was definitely shaving cream. I know. Yeah.
To your point, that's kind of the reason why it's so important to mix young guys with these veterans. I mean, how many times do you see in an AHL game? How many times do you see in hockey in general? You see a pie to the face. How many times do you see that in sports nowadays? Really, I mean, it used to be common among like when I was growing up, right?
Yeah, at least for the both of us when we were growing up, it almost felt like if something crazy happened. Now it's in baseball, it's usually a Gatorade bath, but
it's a Gatorade bath for everything now. Yeah, when I was growing up, it was always Nick Swisher after like a walk-off home run. it was Nick Swisher, shaving cream on a towel, and he'll come up behind a guy during the interview and he'll pie them in the face. I thought that was normal. You don't really see that no more. So to see Jacob Doty, who by the way wasn't playing this game, he was in a suit and tie.
Yeah, he was in his suit.
Yeah, I mean he comes up behind. I didn't see it in lifetime, but obviously I saw it after, and he pies Cohen Zimmer, a first-year pro, versus a guy who has been in Ontario for 7 years.
Yep.
It was so cool to see.
Absolutely. It's like a voice crack. It's like a full circle moment. With that, one more thing that you need to realize on this Ontario Reign team. Remember how they went down 3-1 the first period? The Bakersfield Condors are 15-3-2 when they lead after one period. Now they are 15-4-2. Three of those 6 losses are to the Ontario Reign.
Wow.
There's a fun fact for you. The Reign are 5-1 against this team, by the way. Roll the Reign. Wayne. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that.
The Wayne weather report.
Yeah, yes, that. The 100%. We have already stated why it's Cohen Zemer.
Yeah, we spoiled it. We couldn't hold it in for
Much longer.
Time.
All right, who
So
you got at 50%?
I'll pretty much restate real quick. Obviously, hat trick, natural hat trick. Won the Reign the game. Huge game to win.
One game, by the way.
Dude, Joe and I always try to predict. We always talked about who's going to get the next hat trick. And you would just never guess it's Cohen Zemer, man. It was always Cohen Zemer.
Congrats if you guessed him at plus 15,000 odds. Go cash out.
Yeah, man. I mean,
holy.
Unbelievable from the kid. And hey, this might propel him to this might unleash him. This might unlock him. And could you imagine if he is unlocked by playoff time?
Don't get me going. 50%, who do you got?
We're gonna go with Kirill Kirsanov.
Someone that was not talked about much this week.
Yeah, +6, including a +4 day Wednesday versus Tucson. It cannot be overstated enough, right? Because I feel like a lot of people like kind of overlook defensemen a lot.
Yeah,
Kirsanov or Kirsanov. What is it? I feel like
I say Kirsanov, but
yeah, I feel like I hear Kirsanov a lot, and I hear
you hear Kirsanov from almost everybody, and then you've got Cam McGuire who says Kirsanov.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. But anyway,
we'll figure it out eventually.
He is almost like the modern day, and modern day is kind of a weird term to use, but Angus Booth, right? Angus Booth last year got a bunch of freaking publicity, if you will, or a lot of attention among the Kings community from his
just by how he played. Yeah.
And obviously the big thing was that Marco Sturm and company would always compare him to Mikey Anderson, and that would always blow heads, right?
Yep.
Or turn heads. I'm using a lot of weird, like...
I know what you're saying. Go ahead. Keep going. Let's get on with the show.
And so, Kirsanov, he's kind of the same way, man. He's having an unbelievable year. And I'm starting to see people now on Twitter calling for his call-up. And when Joe Hicketts was called up, people were like, where's Kirsanov? And I'm like, well, man, has he really jumped Booth? Like, let alone Joe Hicketts? By the way, Joe Hicketts has been probably the best defenseman overall for the Reign. But, yeah, man, +6 this week, a +4 day Wednesday versus Tucson. You can't say enough about what he has meant to this team as a first-year pro. And hey, man, I mean, you go up and down the lineup, and everybody just kind of perfectly, like, weirdly enough, fits their role.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. This team
is unreal. It's so cool to watch this team right now.
It's just like what we said last week. When Mikey, obviously the in-game host, when he wrapped his arms around me, he said this team's really good, man. I mean, we've had good teams in the past, but this is the one I feel most confident about. And I completely agree, man. It's just so many guys from top line 1 to the third pairing on defense. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, in a full effort. And then even after that, the guys that are getting scratched are good.
Yeah, I mean, Cohen Zemer doesn't play every day, man.
Lawrence is getting scratched right now.
That Caleb Lawrence, did he?
He played Friday, but still, like, he's getting scratched. Jacob Doty's getting scratched. Duh, obviously that was going to happen. Shocker. Defensively, Odo Celine, Tim Rigo, and Jacob Dvorak are over here rotating on who's taking the back seat.
Those guys are all better than Riley Walsh, and he played 72 games last year.
I mean, this team, legit. This team is so much better than last year. We said no shortage of depth on the team last year. I mean, that was probably a 5-foot deep hole. This year, it's a 50-foot deep hole. Who are you kidding, man? 0% flow hockey. I mean, we're going to continue to bash on them until the end of time, until they get their junk figured out. How do you not have your stream working? Oh, our stream's not working. Oh, we'll just reward them by go to YouTube. Just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. If YouTube works, AHL, sign a deal with YouTube. Not with full hockey.
Could you imagine AHL TV on That's so stupid. Can you imagine AHL TV on YouTube TV? Dude, if you want to grub minor league hockey, that's
On Netflix? Ooh.
Nah, Netflix would never do that. All right, we're getting up there, man. We gotta
Anyways,
get going.
rolling into next week, the All-Star break, that's going on. Tuesday's the skills competition. I have no clue what Andre Lee is in. Do not ask me because I have no answer.
I'm hearing accuracy. I'm hearing accuracy.
Oh, goodness. Wednesday, the Pacific Division plays the North and Atlantic Division back-to-back at, it says 5:40 and 6:10. There's no way in hell that happens. And then at 7:20, they play the Central Division, which is the final game of that round robin 3-on-3. And then if they go 3-0 or 2-1, they'll play following that Central Division game for the title. Go Pacific Division. Go everybody on that team. Callie Klang is in for Carl Lindbaum, who's out. Portillo should still be in, but at least Klang is a little bit more comparable than Isaac Posh. Ben Berard is in for Kirill Kudratsev on the Abbotsford Canucks. And I think I've got everybody on that one. All right, now rolling back into play. Friday, San Diego's in Bakersfield. Tucson is in Coachella Valley. Friday the 13th, by the way. Valentine's Day on Saturday. Calgary is in Manitoba to take on the Moose. The Colorado Eagles take on the Chicago Wolves. Bakersfield in San Diego. Reverse course there in Pechanga Arena. Henderson in San Jose. And the Ontario Reign head up to Rogers Forum, or some might know it still as the Abbotsford Center, to take on the Abbotsford Canucks at 7 p.m. Watch that live on Flow Hockey. Sunday, Colorado and Chicago again. Henderson and San Jose again. And Tucson comes back down from Calgary this week. I mean, my gosh. And they take on the Coachella Valley Firebirds. I don't think that's that bad because they're going to come home after this break anyway. And then I'm going to bring up Monday because the Reign do play at 1 p.m. on Monday. So watch that game there. We'll podcast and probably get you a Tuesday or Wednesday episode. So be on the lookout for that. And Calgary plays Manitoba again. Excuse me.
We had a bit of a word schedule coming up, so we're gonna get a surplus of episodes.
Yep. We'll see what happens. Rolling into the standings, the Ontario Reign were the first team to 30 wins in the Pacific Division. Congratulations. That is something you should not be celebrating because that is the standard. 31-14-2, first place at 64 points. Colorado in second, 29-10 and 563 points.
Colorado in second. Nah, I can't say that. My dad's watching.
I knew what you were going to say.
Come on, baby.
The Bakersfield Condors at 57 points, 25-14 and 7. Who didn't see that one coming? The San Jose Barracuda at 55 points, 26-14 and 3. Coachella Valley 25-15 and 5 at 55 points as well in fifth place. San Jose has them because they just have one more regulation win. San Diego Gulls are at 51 points in sixth place, 21-14 and 9. How do you lose so many games in overtime? I don't know. Same thing with the Tucson Roadrunners, who are in seventh place at 50 points, 21-16 and 8. How do you lose so many games in overtime? How? By the way,
wait till you see number 9.
Eighth place Henderson Silver Knights, 18-17 and 8. How do you lose so many games in overtime? And the Calgary Wranglers are 16, 19, and 12. Wow. 44 points apiece for both of those teams. They're both 6 points out of a playoff spot. Yeah, God bless you two. And the Abbotsford Canucks are 16, 26, and 6 at 38 points at the bottom of the division.
Before we go, it's worth mentioning, right?
Yes.
Reign have 3 games out of the break against Abbotsford, last place team, right?
The Reign also have 3 games against another team.
And so when the Eagles come back from break, 2 in Chicago, and then the Firebirds for 2, and then the Bakersfield for 2. So the Reign can really separate themselves when they come back from break, for sure. And one more thing before we leave, and you might have a little bit of a last message too. Like, get fired up, guys. Get like this. Like, I'm not really a Reign fan, but this gets me fired
Just stop
up,
lying
man.
to the people.
It's so fun watching this team. It's so fun covering this team, getting the opportunity to just work closely with these guys, with the team, with you guys, the fans. You guys make it so fun. This game on Saturday was so fun. There were so many people. It was so loud. You guys were doing the wave. The roof was popping off, and all in live time, and everything that's happening. The Reign are in first place, beating up on a third place team. We got a hat trick finally. It's
About
so
time.
fun, and now we're getting into the last stretch of the season. Don't take it for granted, man. Don't take it for granted. This team is good. This team has Calder Cup aspirations. Think about that. They got Calder Cup aspirations, and they can do it this year.
Yes.
This team is good.
You got
Dream big. Dream big.
Yep. You've got to have that insane. One thing I also want to state, the next 10 or the Reign are in the middle of a 10-game stretch right now, spanning from February 4th this week when it started against Tucson to, is it March 4th? Yep. March 4th. 10 games. They only play 3 teams. They play the Bakersfield Condors 3 times. They play the Tucson Roadrunners 4 times. They play the Abbotsford Canucks 3 times.
Wow.
You are playing the 3, 7, and 10 seed in the Pacific Division. If you want to gauge for how the Ontario Reign are going to play out this year, you need to watch them because they are competitive with Bakersfield, who is, it's that top 3 right there. You have the Tucson Roadrunners, the bottom of the playoffs, and if the Reign end up with the 2 seed, they're going to end up with that team.
They're not very good.
And the Reign, I'm hoping nothing changes with this team. They will smash them if they play them in round 1 of the playoffs. And then you got the Abbotsford Canucks, who are coming off a Calder Cup, and they are depleted. And the Reign have beat up on them a few times.
Round 1 of the playoffs. They're not going to play in a round 1 of the playoffs, Joe. They're not going to play in a round 1 of the playoffs.
Catch how I said if.
They're not playing in 1.
All right. Got it.
Everyone
Thank
go
you
home.
Very much. Everyone go home. We'll see you in a week. And with that, get on with your life. Thanks for watching season 2, episode 20 of the Make It Rain podcast. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. Follow us on social media. You know what I'm going to say. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is. Peace. I'm out.
Let's go.